There we are. Welcome back, everybody, to yet another Gregtech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully, you're all doing very well today. As you can tell, we're going to be trying to finish up the washing plant, I think is the technical name for it. Alright, so setting up everything here with the chat and all that, and then we will be good to go. Alright, so that's good, and then switch the camera over to Gregtech New Horizons. Been quite a bit, so let's just make sure our settings are still good. Difficulty set to hard, all that fun stuff. Actually, video settings, yes, 50% brightness, not too shabby. Close all that up. Boom. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly how much more we need. We have obviously these 5 here, the wash plant casings, and I'm pretty sure I have some Grizium. That's what it is, right? I don't even know. Grizium. Some of that's smelting up over in the EBF over here. And I can't remember. I think I did mess with some stuff off the stream. What's going on, Ghost? Welcome in. I actually moved around some of the P2P buses, so that way we have some more space to work with our system here going forward. But how you doing today, Darius? Nice to see you in the stream. Thank you very much for jumping in. It's actually crazy. I think it's been almost a week since we've last played Gregtech. Yeah, there we go. So we do have some more Grizium being produced. Alright, hold on. I was just checking the other chat. So, let's see here. Being that it's been quite a while. Leaf on TV, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so we need quite a bit of all that fun stuff. B. Cobble, what's going on? Or Cobble, welcome in. So let's look at our hatches and our buses, I guess. Output hatch is 64. We don't really need anything that crazy. I mean, we could turn this into an input. What about buses? Actually, that's kind of nice. We have a lot of input buses. We're going to try and use quite a bit of these, just so that way we have enough areas for, what do you want to call it? Having enough inputs for different types of items. Which, actually, I completely forgot exactly what I wanted here. So I think I wanted the input there. I can't remember if I wanted everything else here. Or if I wanted to like flip this around. I really should have did it when I had the time. Let's try and set something up here though real quick. Open up some space and see what we got to work with. Hey Braden, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a great day. Also just to test and make sure. Yep, audio looks good. The mic is picking up. Doing good, but I think I have to leave for a moment. Coffee effect. It's all good. No need to worry. Gotta love that coffee effect. Although I really don't drink coffee too much, so thankfully I don't have to worry about that. Even when I do, I guess I don't really know if I get that effect. But I do know everybody else, when they drink coffee, they have that effect. Snail Music, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Just Teamwork, what's going on? Alright. So, all of our inputs. That's actually uses. Input. Okay, so it's all any casings other than the controller has to be front center. I guess it would be nice to have that there. Although it kind of sucks having all the inputs here. Also, let's look at this real quick. So if we have centrifuges, electrolyzers, and thermal centrifuges, this isn't going to be in a great spot. Iris, how you doing? Blake Applegate, what's going on? How you doing? So I'd have that there, have that there, have that there. 3. I guess I could move it back a little bit, although we are running out of space. Not the good, not the good. And I can just turn it this direction. How bad is that going to be, though? So it is 7 long. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eesh. And I can move it back this way. 5, 6, 7. Actually, that's not even that bad. And I could have like a 2-wide pathway walking down the middle here. Let's try that. So this will be 3. We'll have 1 block wide gap. 1, 2, 3. Let's give it a 2 block and maybe a 3 block wide gap. So this will be the face here. 3, 4. And then 5, 6, 7. Otherwise, I mean, I still could, I guess, have all of the inputs in the bottom. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Beads by Dr. Kosak. How you doing? Uses. Click on that again, so we have that to go off of. Yeah, all of our hatches, why not just put on the bottom, just like underneath? Might do that. 1, 2, 3. Because then we'll have the inputs there on this one. Have 1 block space. We'll do a 2 block space maybe for this one. Also, yeah, we're going to play this for a little while, and then eventually we're going to play some Peak or some Helldivers 2 again with the Lost Joker. So fast. There we go. We're moving a little too fast for my liking. Alright, so there we go. Now we have some open space for this. And honestly, it's probably enough right there. Probably should make it a little bit wider. Just so we have full access to everything. Alright, so now we're going to do all this. Perfect. Perfect access, and now it's gonna be, yeah, 3 blocks tall. I think it would be nice to have all of the control blocks over on this side. Does need a muffler and an energy hatch. So maybe do the muffler on this side. Do the maintenance hatch on the bottom here too. Wing and Victor says no. Welcome into the stream. How you doing? Alright, so we do have a muffler. KX6214, welcome in. I fucking rule. I love the name. How you doing? And Rico, hello. Alright, so I really don't have everything that I want here. Coffee, how you doing? Gotta wait for the Grizium to be cooked. Yep, just a little bit more we gotta wait to be cooked. But we are getting there, thankfully. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long to get all that going. Also, everybody else that's in the YouTube stream, thank you very much for being here. 16 ingots, not bad. Eve, hello, how's it going? Crayfish, hello. Alright, so, yeah. A little bit of an update for you guys. Last week, obviously, you didn't see too much streaming going on. I was busy with work and everything. But now, I had today to finally do a live stream because I just pretty much finished up the new Gregtech New Horizons episode. You know, the video and everything. So we're going to have that dropping later on this week. I'm thinking maybe Friday we'll have that drop. And then, just because I'm going to be busy working, I'm going to be doing another work trip type thing. So I won't be able to stream until probably early or mid next week, depending on how it goes. I'll keep you guys kind of posted in the Discord in case it goes longer than expected. But yeah, sadly I got to do some more work, and then the week after that I have class. Although, even though I have class and I'll probably get home about 5 in the afternoon, most days I'll still have some time to do a little bit of streaming or something like that. How's it going, Ostrov? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so maintenance. I really need to get, what is it, the single-use tools. Yeah, see, this isn't that good. Single use. I like the frickin' pig. Single-use file. What are these? Bro, Zadie, please, welcome to the stream. Tool casting mold. So I need to make a bunch of these. Shit, a lot of them don't even look that bad. Empty shaped plates. Bending machine. Circuit 1. Quadruple steel plates. Oof. To make quadruple steel plates. Circuit 4. Alright, so we need to get a circuit 4 input over here, which we could easily do. Circuit 1, circuit 1, circuit 2. Okay, we got another input right there. Hey, Fran, what's going on? Bootsy, hello. Alright, interface. How many interfaces do I have? Me interface, perfect. Alright, so this is going to be MB Bender, Circuit 4. Hey, Minecraft lover, how's it going? Thank you very much for the likes. And whoever that was that just joined from the post, thank you very much. Welcome in. Alright, awesome. Hey, Orthodox, how you doing? Alright, so now we're going to get some... We're actually going to get a recipe here. Quadruple steel plates. Circuit 4, boom, perfect. Fix that up. And now we can look at the bender here. Hey, thank you very much for the likes. I greatly appreciate it. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. It's from a different language that I don't know, so I do apologize. But thank you very much, everyone, for the likes. Okay, so MV Bender Circuit 4, right there. So that's that. Java. It is Java Minecraft, actually. The name of the mod pack is Gregtech New Horizons. I highly recommend checking it out. In my opinion, the greatest Minecraft mod pack to exist. What's your name? Sudablaze. I know that's probably not what you're asking, but it's all good for now. I love the difference in how we name our interfaces. I do like Bender EV2. Makes sense. Yeah, whatever kind of works for you to understand and remember kind of what it's for. It's all that matters. Gerwin, welcome to the channel. Is it Gerwin or Jerwin? Single player or multiplayer? It is a single player world, just because I wanted to see if I could make it all the way through by myself. I didn't want to make other people feel like they were forced to play and everything like that, so that's why I made it single player. But eventually, I would like to do a multiplayer server of this someday. I think that'd be pretty cool. Alright, we have quadruple steel plates, and then vending machine circuit 1. Let's set up a recipe for that as well. Multi-block bender, circuit 1. MB bender, circuit 1. Okay, perfect. So now we want to make steel... I don't even know what this is called. Empty shape plate. Empty shape plate. We'll try 8 of them. I think it's about 8 tools that we need. Perfect. 32 things of steel. And let's see how quickly that crafts up. How far are you? I'll show you in just a second. Oh, you know what? Okay, that's why it's not working. Technically, we're in EV right now. I'd say we're probably mid-EV. There we go. That's circuit 4, so that's going to craft up. So here we are. We have most of the stuff completed in EV. Soon to hopefully be in IV, but we have a lot of the multi-blocks to kind of finish up in building, and probably make the Tier 2 rocket to go to Mars, or all the moons of Mars. But yeah, that's where we are in terms of that. If we want to look at gameplay time, not there. Minutes played. 576 hours we've been playing. Did you do the entire plant line? I didn't catch you for a bit. So we don't actually have the entire plant line right now. We just have the platinum side of things, which this is kind of the start. It's a pretty big mess. So eventually, once we have some more resources, some more time, some more space, probably going to branch out and have more, what do you want to call it? Chemical reactors rather than just one for the platinum. And then obviously we'll continue on for all of the other precious metals that, what is it, the plant line has. Did you set up your LCR for your circuit boards? Actually, I think hold on a second. I don't think I completely got that done yet. Doge, what's going on? And oh dear, welcome in. So I think I kind of have something set here. For the molten polyethylene, I know that works, but the epoxid, that hasn't actually gotten completed yet. And that's probably not going to be completed until after the work trip that I'm going on. Or that I'm doing, I should say. Breathing, welcome into the stream. Alright, so we have a bunch of Grizium still going. We have a bunch of Grizium plates. We need wash plant casings. How about 10? I can make 10. Okay, so we'll make 10 more. Hey, Brody, welcome into the stream. There it is. I did that way too late, and man, it was worth it. Yeah, getting a lot of that stuff automated, like, especially the circuits, which I do have most of the circuits actually craftable. Hold on, I don't know if the music's too loud or not. I'll turn it down just a bit. There we go, I turned it down just a couple clicks. But the circuits I do have, like, somewhat automatically crafted. I don't have them set up with like a level maintainer to keep them crafted, but with the click of a button I can craft up pretty much any circuit as long as I have all the resources and everything. Also, I want to say thank you very much to Jerwin for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. So, do you have any experience with Gregtech New Horizons, Gerwin? So I keep going back and forth, Gerwin and Jerwin, I'm sorry. I'm currently on the monazite line away from LUV. I already got the assembly line. Hey, very nice. The assembly line is going to be very nice to have at some point. I also set up the level maintainers for my circuits. So nice. Yeah, exactly. And that way, when you're not crafting certain things that aren't circuit heavy, it's nice just to have your system going on in the background crafting things, so that way you don't have to wait all that time when you do need them. Holy crap, so we got, dang, 70 tungstic acid there, that's nice. So that'll give us a decent amount of tungsten. And we still have a bunch of moonstone dust in there to go through, so we should be able to get quite a bit of tungsten from all that. I'm playing Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved, but it gets boring after 500 hours. Maybe I'll try this. Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit grindy in the beginning until you get to LV, I would say. But every step that you make in the mod pack feels good, and like the progression that you're making feels like it's worth the time investment. That's why I feel like I've never gotten bored with this mod pack, and I've been playing for 600 hours, and we're going to be playing for thousands of hours. Thank you very much for the likes. Whoever's liking that much, greatly appreciate it. Over 3,000 likes. Holy crap. Thank you. Alright, so we still have all of these casings, so we're going to try and fill some of this in. Yeah, we'll try and just do solid blocks on the outside, and then all of our inputs and outputs we'll just put on the bottom. Just so we can kind of keep it all cleaned up. Welcome back, Eve. I set up like 10 different things in my level maintainer. Makes building lines a lot faster, since I could just spend 1 minute crafting instead of 30 each time I need more machines. Exactly. Make 10 more. We have plenty enough. Use up a lot of our boxes, but that's fine. Continue to go collect all of our other ingots over here. Yeah, we're gonna have to try and set up something. I think it was Darius that set something up in his world, but somebody was saying in the Discord that there's a more efficient way of doing things rather than putting in each individual crushed ore into, say, a certain type of interface, but it is what it is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 more of these, and we should be good. Actually, no, that's right, we'll have 7. And then that's a lot of different inputs, so we'll see what we got here. The big thing that I need to continue working towards is getting the, the dense cables automated. I don't know how hard it is to make dense cables. So let's say a stack of dense cables. Yeah, so that's what we need to automate as well coming up soon. What's going on, Joe and Noah? How you doing? Is the different types of, or I guess the higher tier grade of rubber. Need to work on that. Oh, alright, so let's see here. Got a bunch of those. Wash, let's try 7. Yeah, you'll have to do some other crafting, but that's fine. I'm back. Welcome back, Darius. So there's all the other inputs. Or I guess I should say, like, machine blocks. Is that LV input hatch? Yeah, we only really need one fluid input hatch. We don't need an output hatch. I mean, I really don't think that there's much fluids that come out of an ore washing. Uses, ore washer, yeah, there's literally no fluids that come out of that, so that's fine. I don't know why it shows one there, but whatever. Oh yeah, we need 2 spots for energy hatches, which we'll put those kind of in the middle as well. Hey Yttrium, 9 people watching. Your viewership increased over time greatly, I see. Good job. Thank you very much. It has actually. Like, I'm very proud of it. I mean, it's crazy that when we do stream more frequently, like, obviously it's been a little bit since the last one, I'll have anywhere from 20 to 30 people in a stream. and maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago roughly, we peaked at like 100 people in a Gregtech stream, which was crazy. Very, 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 very thankful for that. Oh yeah, so plate. So we got 8 of these now. So we'll do a file. Let's get all of the other types of tools here. Paleosaurus, Alexander, and Linu, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Alright, single use. So we got the file. Perfect. So we're going to go for the wrench. Make that. Do that. Boom. We want the crowbar. We want that guy. Boom. Tin snips. Do the hard hammer. Oof, what are we missing here? Hard hammer needs 2 hammers, yes. So now we want the soft hammer. Probably going to require 2 soft hammers. Maybe. Nope, we got it. Alright. Screwdriver. $100 is crazy nice. Heck yeah. Thank you very much. What are you doing today, Yatrium? Bob the Minion, welcome to the stream. Screwdriver. And last but not least, the saw. Perfect. Bum. Alright, so that is going to get us some good stuff here. So, single use, we need the tool casting machine. HV. So we'll need another shape plate. Craft 1, please and thank you. Alright, HV. So we have the circuits, we just need 2 pumps and a plate. 2, please. So we got our plate and our pump. Boom. Advanced tool casting machine. Do you have any tips for beginning Gregtech? So, some of the tips that I would say is probably get a bed as soon as possible because nighttime is absolutely horrendous. Especially if you don't have any like means of torches or anything like that. So I'd recommend, yes, getting to bed. And then probably trying to get the healing axe, which is this guy right here, from one of the quests, so that way you don't have to worry about food. Those are the 2 big ones I would say to start out with. And obviously, for me personally, I don't like throwing anything away because I feel like most of it has a use. But if you do have any other questions, feel free to ask us in the Discord. I can get you a link to that if the one in the description doesn't work. Oh no, Atrium, I spent too much time for you yesterday. What do you mean, Darius? Beloper, what's going on? And George, welcome into the stream. Alright, so we have that. We need a dual interface. You don't have one on us, but that's going to be nice to have. Oh, I just realized we're going to need 1 for every tool. Oh, fluid shaper. IV. Eeh. That's gross. Okay, it looks really cool, though. Yeah, people are showing... Yeah, that's crazy, the fluid. That is insane. But yeah, also another thing with Gregtech is don't try to focus on like the end of the mod pack with getting to make the Stargate. Just enjoy each little step that you make, say getting through LV, getting through MV, HV. Just make little small goals for yourself so that way it's a lot harder to get burnt out rather than stressing about getting to the end as quick as possible, because you are going to be here for a long time if you want to finish the pack. Oh, yttrium dust, or close to that name from the rare earth. I get you. I get what you mean now. Yeah, this gonna take a lot more than I thought it was gonna. It's all good though. Maybe I could make. I don't know. Tommy Birch, welcome to the stream. I guess what I could do is I could just manually craft in here for now. Or I could have one thing set up there, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, for now I guess I could just make a bunch of everything and then worry about adding in more later on. Just because it's all just going to be the maintenance hatches that I'm worried about right now. Jackson PCs, welcome into the stream. Hopefully you're having a great day. So these take... Okay, molten tungsten steel is 2.5. Vanadium steel. I mean, I don't know why. Silver is 2 stacks. So I mean, yeah, you only use 36. But honestly, what, 2 ingots of steel for all of this? Yeah, that's plenty enough. So do we have a recipe for molten steel yet? Molten steel. Fluid extractor. Yes, we'll do this. Steel. Boom. Hello? Or there it is. Hello, Blaze. Gregging hard or hardly Gregging? Probably hardly Gregging. We're not doing anything too crazy, but we're getting there. We're doing some stuff, preparing ourselves for the future, I should say. How you doing though today, Meme? Playing Greg yesterday and the day before yesterday and did a lot of things. Awesome. I'm jealous. Moved things to the pocket dimension, made Extreme Entity Crusher with IV glass. That's 60 tungsten steel glass blocks. Expensive. Yeah, but now you have something that's very, very helpful for you, so that's a very worthwhile investment, I would say. Speaking of which, I should probably get some more of my tungsten going, although I don't know how much... Oh. Okay, you're going to be smelting for a long, hot minute. Alright, well, I ain't going to worry about it too much. Still only 70 tungstic acid. I don't understand that. What? How'd you get quartzite there? I don't understand. Silicon dioxide... Why is silicon dioxide going there? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. Something's definitely broke, or just broke. Endstone dust. Why... No, that's fine. Endstone dust being there, that's normal. What mod pack are you using? What's going on? We are playing Gregtech New Horizons. In my opinion, Minecraft's greatest mod pack. Alright, hold on a second. Uses. So, you have a chance of giving me silicon dioxide, manganese, rare earth, and tungstate. Well, we only care about putting tungstate in here. So what is going on? I was going to call you F just because I don't know what your name actually means, unless we'll say Flex. It kind of looks like Flex. Hopefully you're having a great day, Flex. So inserting should only be tungstate and sodium. Oh, you know what? Item auto output. Turn that off. That should not be on. That's why. That's why we keep breaking. Alright, pardon the dings. There we go. Pretty good. Kind of feeling empty. Just that feeling right after you finish a game and there's nothing else to do. I'm sorry to hear that. So I'm assuming you're probably getting pretty dang close to beating Silk Song, right? Yeah, so that's why, what is it? In a little while, maybe about an hour or so, me and Joker are going to play something. I didn't hear it, sorry, could you repeat that please? It's all good. The name of the mod pack that we are playing is Gregtech New Horizons, or GTNH for short. In my opinion, one of the greatest mod packs to exist for Minecraft. There's roughly about 8,000 hours of gameplay. I would say if you know nothing that's going on, and also depending on your play style, you could probably beat it a little bit quicker than that, but yeah, we're going to be here for a while. Me personally, I'm probably going to be here 12,000 hours or so because I'm doing every single achievement and thing possible inside the mod pack. But it is I do highly recommend it, even though, you know, you could be playing this for a very long time. Very, very worth the time investment. Yapley and North Star, welcome to the stream. Oh dang, you already beat it 100%. Dang. How long did it take you by chance? Probably a couple dozen hours, I'd assume. Maybe like 2 dozen hours or so. Thank you. We started all the mods 10 with my friend 2 days ago. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. I played all the mods 8, I think it was, with some of my friends. We beat that a couple years ago. It was pretty fun. Although, all the mods tends to get... I don't even know what to say. It tends to get a lot more boring a lot quicker because the mods really aren't integrated together as well as they are here. Granted, that yeah, there's a lot of mods in this mod pack, but you almost have to do one thing in one mod to be able to do the next thing in, say, the next mod in order to, like, progress, which is kind of nice. It's all interwoven very well. It's still in development after, I think, 10, 12 years. But, yeah, it's a really, really good mod pack. Imagine Blaze can't play in the Christmas day and can't craft 1 Thaumcraft boots. Has to wait 1 year. Oof. That would kind of suck. Because, I mean, I probably would be busy Christmas unless I have some time very early in the morning to do stuff. That would stink. Although, honestly, like, if we're thinking about it, I don't even know if I'd be done by Christmas of 2026 anyway, so stuff like that I could worry about later on. But we'll see. Alright, do we have any empty storage? I think we do, so let's get some molten steel. Yes. Molten steel. So what's 144? Let's get a calculator here. Excuse me, I don't understand a single thing. This is my first time playing a mod pack this big. See, and that's another thing with Gregtech New Horizons, is the quest book does a really, really, really good job at explaining things. So even if you don't know much about, like, science or chemistry and much about mod packs, this mod pack does a really good job at explaining things to you, teaching you on how to get through everything, which is kind of nice. All the mods, I feel like it does maybe an okay job, but I haven't played all the mods 10, so I can't realistically say how good or bad that is. There's a craft that only works on that day. I found it today. Holy crap. Surely you can just set your PC time to that. Probably. 60 hours for only 20 bucks. Daylight robbery. That's pretty dang good. Yeah, 60 hours of gameplay for $20 is beautiful. Less than 50 cents an hour for gameplay. That's... You really can't get that much anywhere else. Other than maybe Terraria, where I spent 20, 30 bucks and I have over like 1,000 hours or something in it. Shelby, welcome into the stream. Alright, where's my calculator? 144 times 64. 9216. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Undercover Hobbies, welcome to the stream. Alright. Alright, there we go. Just sent my father a text. Just about later on this evening. Alright, so we got all of our molten steel being made. That is beautiful. Alright, so now we can also make another recipe. I guess... So you think we should switch packs? Well... If you actually want to reach the end of the pack, it'll be a lot quicker to get through all the mods 10. I would assume, well, no, I'm just going to say it is going to be quicker to get through all the mods 10. But in my opinion, I think this would be a greater mod pack. And especially if you guys do have, what do you want to say? The ability to continue playing together. If you have like a server or something that you guys could just pop on at any time. Stuff like that would be kind of nice for Gregtech New Horizons. I would highly recommend it, but if it's all your first time playing a mod pack, maybe just mess around with, what does you want to say, all the mods 10 and then come to this afterwards. Do you have a single player server or does the world only run when you play? So it only runs when I play. Eventually I heard it would probably be better for lag and other things to have it running on a server. So once I get to that point, I'll worry about it like that, but for now, I'm just going to continue to run it as a single-player world that just runs when I'm playing. I have a friend, and his dad is also a gamer. Imagine playing Greg with Dad. That would be peak. That would be crazy. I could not imagine playing... that would be cool someday, eventually, like, playing Gregtech New Horizons with my kids. Like, when I have kids, that'd be awesome. Alright, we just make anything here. Hold on, let's make this. No, actually it's this that we want. 288. Boom. See, I don't think that this matters. So, is this gonna mess up? Like, if I go to make the tools, is it going to not give me everything that I want? 64, 120, so should be 256. Oh, we don't have an interface for that either. No matter what, it should craft up everything. Dual interface. Alright, show all. Stored craftable, dual interface. Honestly, whatever. Yeah, we'll craft up 4 of them. Blocks of diamond. I knew we were missing something. Dad, can I keep this nuke creeper as a pet? Boom. If it blows up the entire base, that would be sad. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine, like, little Timmy's messing around with the vacuum nukes, and all of a sudden the entire base is just gone. No backups to be found. That would be horrendous. I'd cry. Thousands of hours just gone. Little Timmy. Did we learn a lesson today? You explained this so well. Well, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Or just say, like, you have 2 kids that are playing together, like, on the server, and they get into a fight, so then they just start griefing each other's base, and then, yep, there it goes. More thousands of hours just gone. Today we are reaching IV or no dinner, yep. You must get to the next tier before you can do anything else. How we doing here? Not as good as I'd like. I got some diamonds. Really? That's it. Alright, well, I'll go bring this back to the base real quick. Also, yeah, if you're still here, Flex, if you wouldn't mind helping us reach 500 followers on TikTok, I greatly appreciate it. And in case you were curious, the other bits of chat that you are hearing me read is from YouTube. My main thing is YouTube. TikTok is kind of like the secondary thing that I do. Actually, why? I just keep forgetting that we are driving, or flying really slow here. There we go. Speed boost increase. If you don't reach IV, you're grounded. how is this doing? Moonstone dust. Still the moonstone dust. We have 15,000 moon rocks. See, this is why it would be nice to be running on a server, because all of this would have been already processed while I've been doing other things. So we got all that, Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Flex. I greatly appreciate it. Alright, let me see if there's any more raw ores that I could steal out of here that can allow me... No. I'm going to say to allow me to produce some other things, but no, it's still going heavy on the moonstone. So that kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Yeah, here's a follow. Well, thank you very much. Are there any other games that you like to play by chance? Or that you like watching? Anything like that? I have a server for Feed the Beast, and I have everything in millions. That's nice. That's why it was nice too when when McShul had the server running 24/7, because then I came back after a couple days and all of a sudden my farms had just thousands or millions of like diamonds, gas tiers, nether stars, all that fun stuff. Otherwise, yeah, it'd be like nearly impossible just to like play that many hours just to let stuff grow, I guess. Raw ore. Raw molybdenite. Excuse me. Yeah, that's about it. Sort stacks. There we go. So now maybe that sorting stacks has been removed. Hey, there we go. Finally. Jeez. Alright, so now that's going. Need to get a maintenance hatch here. Obviously, the control block. And then a couple more blocks up on the side here. What's going on, Toxic? How you doing? Thank you very much for all the likes right away. I greatly appreciate it. Mostly play Valorant or other first-person shooters. But it's nice to calm down with Minecraft. Very fair. Very, very fair and valid point. I haven't played, like, truly a first-person shooter in quite a while. Wash plant. We'll take that back, and then... Oh, yeah, here we go. Dual. Okay, can we make one? Cannot. We need blocks of diamond. Alright, so where's my diamonds? Diamonds 16. Ouch. Make one diamond block. So I guess we'll get 9 plates out of, but not good. Oh. We have more diamonds here, hold on. So we could use that. 3 more diamonds. Doing great, thanks for asking. I came out as trans to my friend today, and he's okay with it. I'm glad that things are going well for you. What's going on, lad? How you doing? Returned to Valorant today. Oh yeah, you're playing Valorant too. Yeah, what is... Okay, so Valorant, everybody's talking about Valorant. What is Valorant like? Because I only really know... What do you want to say? I only really know Call of Duty. So if we talk game modes of like relating to Call of Duty... What is that kind of like? Or is it not really like any of that? Love having supportive friends. That's awesome. CSGO playstyle. Okay, see, I've never played that either. One-tap headshot kind of game. Which is pretty realistic. Although then you get the super cracked people that are doing one-tap headshots all the time. And you don't get a chance to, like, survive at all. Characters have specific abilities of their own. I gotcha. Alright, I am lost in the sauce here now. I'm trying to figure out... Oh, duh. I'm trying to bring the diamonds over here to be compressed into another block. Yeah, CS combined with the abilities, mostly. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. That's pretty cool. Never played it. Never played CSGO, never played Valorant, but glad that you guys enjoy it. One got a tripwire to trigger enemies. Oh, either flash or smoke or something unique, like a character that has a clone. Yeah, one that's got a tripwire or triggers enemies. Each character has 3 abilities and 1 ultimate. Alright, so we're dumping in the diamonds. And now we want... what did I want to get? Oh yeah, dual interfaces. Alright, so I think I only needed like 2 diamond blocks. Yeah, see, we have plenty enough diamond blocks now. We got all that beautiful stuff going. So what is the goal right now? So right now, my goal for today is to finish the ore washing plant you see here. It's like this weird greenish teal color. So that way we can actually wash all of our ores very quickly. Because you can see here, hold on a second, this pink thing is the maceration stack. So it macerates all of the raw ores we have. So you see all of these right here. Turns these into crushed ores, which then we wash in the washing plant like this. And what that does is it helps get some rarer byproducts that you can sometimes only get through washing, as well as just makes things a lot easier to obtain, a lot more plentiful, rather than just trying to go and mine it. You have more ways to get specific resources, so that's kind of why you want the ore washing plant as well. And specifically, this ore washing plant is a lot faster than the one that we already have that's upstairs. So we do have one from the Steam Age. You can see it right here. This can maybe do 8 to 12 items or so roughly in maybe like 30 seconds. This, the newer version, could probably do about 30 items in the same amount of time or less. Overall, the game is pretty aim reliant, but if you know how to use your abilities, you'll also dominate. Fair enough. Yeah, that's nice when there's actually like more than like one type of play style required. Or not even required, but allows you to succeed without having to just play one specific type of way. I can't decide on anything, and Hiccup Seedly, welcome to the stream. How you two doing? And Osk, I see you just jumped in. So I started playing Hollow Knight a few days ago, and to be honest, I think people don't compliment it enough, because my god, that game went tiers above being a masterpiece. See, I've heard a lot about it, people really love it, enjoy it, and all that good stuff. Eventually, I'm hoping that this year, maybe November, December, I'll probably try, what do you want to call it? I already forgot the name of it. Damn it, hold on a second. Hollow Knight, there we go. I'll try that out, and then obviously, if I enjoy it, then I'll go through, play the second game, Silksong. So it is kind of exciting to see what the hype has been about. Silksong, no, I was trying to think of the first one, Hollow Knight. Instead of CSGO, where you just shut off your brain and go aim tap, monkey mode, you actually need to think, yeah. John, Dogs Gaming, and Melon, welcome to the stream. So yeah, we're still waiting a while here on the dual interface. We got the raw Lapotrons trying to craft up, as well as the diamond plates are going to take a hot minute. Which, funny enough, are they using the machine down here? Interesting. I'll have to find the interface. I don't know where it's at. Hey Ray Bob, disclaimer, Silksong tutorial is the entirety of the first game. That's actually insane. The whole first game is basically the tutorial. How you doing, Ray Bob? Alright, I am not seeing what I wanted to see, so hold on, that kind of sucks. Where is my diamond plate? HV cutting machine, where is that one? It's right there. Oh, it is cutting. Okay, it's just taking forever. Damn. The first game really... Wait, the first game ain't really a requirement, but the second game is way harder. Plus larger, so it is recommended. What's going on, Aiden? How you doing today? Thank you very much for the likes. I don't really like that type of game, but I think I'll try that one. If you play the first game, you will understand the story of the second game, otherwise you're going to be lost. Yeah, and see, that's kind of why I would want to play the first one anyways, just so I can kind of understand that a little bit better. Also, Ray Bob, I know you were talking to Darius. I forgot exactly what Darius was using for inputs on this guy, the ore washing plant. What do you recommend as kind of like what I should do for inputs on this thing? So I know you could probably do something similar to an export bus, or I don't even know what you would do. Some type of bus into like one import, and then it just keeps filling in items that you have filtered in it. So I think Darius filtered them in manually. I don't know if that's the good way to do it. That's kind of the way I would think to do it. This can work until you get stocking buses. Okay. And both games have insane stories and lore that is a sin to miss on. What mod pack are you playing? We're playing Gregtech New Horizons. I'm not sure if you've been here before. I think you have been, Aiden. But yeah, still playing Gregtech New Horizons. My favorite mod pack of all time. The lore and music of Hollow Knight. Bro, it's almost as if they made an OST, then made the game around it. Huh. That's actually kind of insane. I always love a game with good music. Like, you look back at Undertale. I mean, Undertale had insanely good music. Deltarune still has good music, but, I mean, Undertale being the original, very, very beautiful. Here we go. HV, what is it? Tool casting machine. HV tool caster. Sure, why not? We're just gonna leave it like that. Alright, so tool casting, we'll just do a screwdriver in there for now. I use the storage buses because a lot of the ores need a chemical bath and not the washer. Oh, I gotcha, okay. And I haven't completed that build, so I don't know if that would work in 100%. All good. We'll figure something out as we go, but as long as we have something for now to wash some of the basic ores, that's all that kind of matters. What's that? Oh, that's a saw one. Well, what about screwdrivers? Here, let's do this. Interesting, it only makes 144, makes 2. Let's do that. But then saws, it makes more saws. Wild. Alright, whatever. So, tool cast. Let's do this. And now, screwdrivers. 128. Oh, you know what? Hold on, we have to do something else real quick. I'll be back in like 2 hours. I need to get some things from the store. Have a great time. Sounds good. We'll see you later, Flex. Not sure if we'll be back with Gregtech or if we'll still be here with Gregtech at that point, but maybe I'll be streaming something else. For sure on YouTube. I'm not sure if we'll be back on TikTok. But even if you don't see us, we'll see you probably in about a week or so. I'm going to be busy with some work at my real job, but we'll see you soon enough. Take care, Flex. Thank you very much for jumping in today. Let's see, I was using the new Create update, and the frog delivery system is legit. Just an A2 storage, but way cooler, because frogs deliver your shish using cardboard boxes. That is actually insanely awesome. Freaking frog delivery system. How many screwdrivers do you need? So, the funny thing is, we're gonna need probably, I don't know, hundreds at some point. Just because we're going to use them to make, what do you want to say? The maintenance hatch is going to be the big thing. So, one of every tool pretty much makes a maintenance hatch. And eventually we're going to have hundreds or maybe even thousands of machines at some point. So we're going to have to make all those. And then eventually some other recipes that require tools to make, we're going to convert those over to having to use the single-use tools. Just so that way it's a little bit easier to keep them stocked because they don't have like a NBT data or whatever they call it. So that'll be kind of nice. Is the cardboard recycled? If not, dislike. Yeah. Cardboard gets sent to the Shadow Realm. Hold on, where's my screwdriver? Okay, of course it's not here. It's in the storage system, so that's good. And so is my wrench, it appears. Rip. Alright, so let's see. 2:30. We could probably play for another half an hour, and then we'll try and switch up games. There we go, I just messaged Joker, so that way we're all on the same page. Alright, so we need our wrench, thank you very much, and our screwdriver. Here's the other one. Let's set this up. Boxes are delivered using ski lifts. Frogs just ride the ski lifts. Perfect. So hell divers. It was either going to be hell divers or peak. He didn't know if he wanted to... let's quote. Okay, he did say hell divers. Yep, so we'll be playing some hell divers. It's actually kind of nice to get some more levels up out of that, so I'm not so far behind with everybody else going in the future. Alright, so let's craft 128 of these. See how quick that is. Should be really, yeah, almost instantaneous. Nice. 128 single-use screwdrivers. So, acetone. Do we have molten steel here? Yeah, look at that. Molten steel, baby. Have you played Satisfactory? I actually haven't played Satisfactory, but I would actually be interested in trying that out at some point. Try and get a full set of everything here. Holy crap, that was insanely fast. Soft hammer. Okay, so soft hammer does not work with that. Do 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 do. Alright, so I'm gonna take all this back. So to make soft hammers, what do we need? Dark Warrior, welcome to the stream. Ah, there it is. Okay, so molten rubber. That's gonna be easy. I have to go for a little. Sounds good. We'll see you later. Thank you very much for jumping in, Aiden. I greatly appreciate it. Alright, so we can easily make the soft hammer. We just need to get the right stuff here. Helldivers like Ultra Kill? I don't know if it's like Ultra Kill or not. Satisfactory is secondary. Factorio is necessary. True facts. Okay. So then yeah, I would try and play Factorio first then. Hold on a second. Molten rubber, actually, yes. Wait, why am I traveling upstairs? Oh, hello. So yeah, we're gonna have to change the recipe for the maintenance hatch then. So let this go and we'll craft up a second. Oh, so no matter what, it's always 2 stacks. We'll let it craft up again, so there it is, and then we can set this back to the screwdriver. We could basically play that game for 2 hours, only to realize 8 hours have passed somehow. Sounds about right. I like games like that, though. That's good. What's going on, Square? That's all I see for a profile name, so welcome in. Hopefully you're having a great day. Alright, so all of our casting molds, let's actually just dump those right there. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so let's go ahead and change our maintenance hatch. Hey, what's going on, Ray? How you doing? Alright, hold on a second. It's not recipe. Dang it. It's not working. Give me that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Single use, single use, single use, single use, single use, single use, That better be use. Single use cutter. Alright, they're all single uses. Alright, so now, boom. And now where do I craft this? Assembler. No, I think it was in the molecular assembler. Maintenance hatches. Let's craft 10 of them. Oh, so beautiful. Look at that. That is nice. Now that we have that fixed up, I love it. Alright, so now we also need this guy. Alright, so we need an EV circuit and then an advanced washing plant. Do I not have that? Advanced ore washing plant. I don't know if I made one yet. Advanced ore washing plant. Does not appear that I have. EV circuits. Let's craft 10 of them. Silver we're missing. Local bouncy, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Missing silver, you say. Let's do 8 circuits then. Okay, what about 4? So, okay, we need silver for some reason. Where's all of our silver? I'll go centrifuge all this out. Breath Souls was announced like 4 months ago. 2 months ago they said it's 10% done. So, okay, so in 2 months they got 10%. This might be a 2027 plus release, not gonna lie, if they continue at this rate. What's the song in the background? The song that was just playing... Hold on. Legends from the Other Side. Legends from the Other Side by Minecraft and Hyper Potions. Alright, so let's go back here. That's great, but I would rather automate tape making rather than manually making single-use tools for the maintenance. Fair enough. Yeah, actually, because hold on. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Fair enough. Although, what is it? I mean, I guess tape really isn't all that expensive right now, but I guess we could make tape eventually for, like, the auto... What do you want to call it? The auto, like, maintenance repairing machines that they repair themselves and stuff. Silver! Yep, there's no silver in here, so we'll just wait a little bit. How long is it? 68 seconds for 3. It's pretty bad. Eey. Alright. So, we're waiting on all that. We don't have any silver here. We have more diamonds, though. Let's get those compressed up. Thank you very much. Do-do-do-do. Do I not have silver up here? No, I took it all down there. That's more apatite. A bunch of roasted nickel up there as well. So I only really need to wait for this. Get 3 dust to get something back out. Oh, that's probably... Oh, so I wasted a bunch of time because it would have done more, but it didn't have enough in there. That's why. So it's going to jump to like 8 or something like that. Yeah, see? 8. Oh well. At least we got 3 dust here. Let's check our fuel supply. 1.95 million. Alright, so we wanted to make EV circuits. Can make 4. Perfect. So this guy, you're missing pump, a motor, stainless steel. Okay, so pump, motor. So everything here. 2 circuits, EV machine hull, pump, and a motor. Perfect, so just gotta wait for 2 circuits, and then we'll have the EV washing plant, and then eventually the chem bath, 2 conveyors, and a pump. So, let's see, conveyors, we want 2, start the craft, and then a pump. So look, we do have open space, so we want a pump as well. Missing a magnetic neodymium rod. Alright, so where's my neodymium rods? Neodymium. We don't have a whole lot of neodymium. Oof. Yeah, let's take a stack of that. What is it going to take to smelt up? MV 194.55 seconds. We'll get 4 stacks smelted up. No other way to do it. Alright, so uses. Circuit 1, okay, that's why. 24 seconds, that ain't too bad. Alright, so I need to go find the polarizer, which I could have sworn... No. Okay. It's all set up. Alright, so let's add in the recipe for polarizing the neodymium rods. Why is there no power? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, why is there no power? What the hell? How did we run dry? I don't understand it. Oh my gosh. Oh! Where did that super tank go? Oh no. There's 3 million benzene here. Electricless. Yep. We're out of electricity. We had a mistake. Alright, so there's 3 million benzene there. Oh, jeez. That was sucking up the power. This really, yeah, no, this other stuff was really on. Goblin stole the tank. The Blaze Goblin. Alright, alright. Oh boy. Let it generate up some power. So this will be another reason why I get the Talisman of Renundum, or whatever its name was. It's very nice. Oh, the Remedium, you mean? For getting rid of the debuffs for carrying the big tanks? I would agree. It is very nice, although it is pretty annoying to have to repair it so often, unless you could get Unbreaking on it or something. It is pretty annoying. Alright, we're at 1%, so let's get these on. Alright, so we got more benzene being produced now. I'd rather live with a couple minutes of the effects rather than having to worry about charging that silly thing too many times. Or like repairing it, I guess, if you want to say. Alright, so... yes, you're still running fine. You still got plenty of power up here. These... see, not enough fluid output space. Oh, that's because, yeah. Alright, it's because we're shut down downstairs. It's almost full. Eesh. I really need to get that multi-block, like, fluid extractor. Actually, hold on. We got both these tanks here. Alright, so why are you not operating? Not enough item output space. Why are you not operating? Why is there no power here? There's power. Oh, that's why. Oh, no. I need to steal some benzene, please. Hold on, 2 million. I need to fuel all this hungry stuff. Yeah, because they never switched these back out either. I'm gonna have to upgrade. Ugh, get more power cables, or make more large gas turbines to send power cables back to this, so it's not as inefficient with the gas turbines. Gross. I already sucked up all that benzene. Alright. Take that. Hold on, do we have another cell here? That's all rubber. Hey, there we go. We do 16k at a time now at least. I think 2 days ago I got a corrupted block where I got my interface totally reset and it ate the patterns and a crafting card and maybe something else. Eee. That's really annoying. At least it wasn't something worse than that, I guess. Alright, so that should fill up a lot of those things. Power loss, turn that back on. Turn that back on. This is still getting... okay, this is also powered by that, but that don't matter. We... oh. Actually. Yeah, we are getting some benzene here too, okay. Well, that's already full anyways, okay. So that's fine, that's getting sent right back into the system. Perfect. Very, very good. Depressed Jevil, Cindy, and Vision. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we got our healing axe. No longer the hungry man. Alright, hold on a second here. So, let's see. This has been operating now again, so I can turn some of these other machines back on. Turn you on. Yeah, we're up to 44%. Nice. Nai Bay. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but welcome in. Hopefully you're having a good day. Alright. Yeah, power shut down, whatever. Yeah, we'll leave you shut off for now, because we have... oh, we actually have quite a bit there. Hold on. Turn that back on. 220 hot titanium ingots. Nice. Philip, how's it going? How you doing today? Alright, so we're getting there. We're getting some good stuff going on. We're going to get a couple more wash plant casings. Wash... let's try 10, maybe. Gamer Cat. Love the name. How's it going? So I'm missing a bunch of talonite. Okay. Actually, how much could we make? Hold on. Could we make, like, say, 5 of these? No. How about 4? Alright, we'll try 3. Perfect. So we'll make 3 more. you know, craft whatever we can, and then, ooh, energy hatches. So you are still crafting up your crafting 8 nano processors. You're crafting, you are crafting. Okay, so let me see if this actually got stuck. Engraved Lapotron crystal. I feel like it may have probably tried crafting 2 things at once. I don't think it did. Uses. Circuit assembler. So that appears to be right. Oh, no. Oh my goodness, I know what happened. The clean room was not clean, so it's not going to operate. Damn it. I absolutely hate that. Well, there we go. We're cleaning up again. And I had to deposit some other items afterwards. That sucks. That sucks. Alright. Well, that's doing that. Let me see my wash plant casings. I got 1. I don't want to have my energy coming in here. What was that? Vanadium magnetite? Lignite? Ligma? We have the maintenance hatch. So what we'll do, energy can go there. Yeah, 1, 2 for energy. And then input buses. Hopefully we don't need too many of these. So that could be... It don't even matter. So there's all that, and then we need an input hatch for fluids. Ding dong. Bum bum. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more blocks. Which you get 2 more coming in anyways. Ooh, so maybe we'll just, yeah, maybe we'll just fill it all in with hatches on the bottom, so that way we don't have to worry about getting some more of that Grizium stuff. Which version of Gregtech are you on? So currently I am in, I think 2.7.4, F3, yeah, 2.7.4. Eventually, once the game like fully releases to 2.8, I'll go ahead and update, but I'm not going to worry about it until then. Alright, also input HV, I'll make 4. If you don't have a nice distilled water production, make that block that always has 2 billion water. Oh, that's right, because, yeah, ore washing is faster with the distilled water, so I'm going to have to get that actually completed. Maybe I'll make a note. Hello, creeper. I don't like you just chilling there. So I'm going to look right there. So make a list for myself next time. Finish ore washer. And distillery tower. There we go. Yeah, finish ore washer and distillery tower for distilled water to wash ore. And then on not even on top of that, or I guess not even just that, It's also going to be good to have the distilled water so that we have it for making the nitrobenzene when we get that. And I'm hoping that, yeah, having the nitrobenzene is going to help save us tremendously, because let's just look at benzene real quick for power. So benzene, it's good, you know, it's great, but it's not perfect. Okay, uses actually, yes, uses. So it gives us 360,000 EU worth of energy. You know, not too bad. But nitrobenzene uses gives us 1.6 million. So I mean, if you even said that it was 400,000 EU for the last one, it is over 4 times more powerful than obviously the base benzene. So we're going to want to upgrade that as soon as possible, so that basically we save on energy cost by literally 4 times. Yo, Mr. Blazeman, how you doing? Doing pretty good, thank you very much for asking, Trey. Greatly appreciate it. Pretty much just finished up the next episode in the video series of Gregtech New Horizons. So I'm going to probably have that drop on Friday night. But we were just getting ready to end the stream here in a couple minutes, just because we're going to switch over to Helldivers. If you are interested in watching that, feel free. But also just to kind of update you, starting tomorrow, I'm not going to have a stream for probably a week and a half, just because I'm going to be extremely busy with work. More busy than I was last week, so it kind of sucks I'm not going to be able to be here, but at least I'll be able to make some good money, so that way if it does get slow again, then I don't have to worry about paying all my bills, and hopefully actually save up for a house. That'd be even nicer. Oh girl Ace, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Just some chicken cooked up. Great timing for a watch. Sounds good. Yeah, money comes, man, and it's important. Yeah. Important, I mean, can't always make it the most important thing, but when you can get a very exceptional amount of it for a very short amount of time, it's kind of worth it. Is that still broken? Wait. Tungstate. Why do you not take tungstate? I don't understand. Whatever. Wait, tungstate. Autoclave. Yeah, that's what that is. Uses. 7. Out of 2,000 of that moon dust, I got 4 tungstate. That's terrible. Great job, great streams. You got it all. Well, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate the positivity on it. What's the objective for today? So the objective was to try and finish up the wash plant. So we'll take this, which it is pretty much almost done. Trying to show you here real quick. So we did build up the walls on it and everything. We're waiting on some more circuits to be crafted up, but we lost power over there, so we have to wait for the, what is it, the clean room to kind of, you know, get tidied up again. So we'll get the controller in, and then we'll finish up getting the energy hatches, and then obviously just kind of dump these in here. So yeah, 2 energy hatches. 2 energy hatches in the controller, and we should be pretty much ready. But yeah, we also want to get the distillery tower going, which we'll have here to distill the water that we're going to use for nitrobenzene and for the, the ore washing machine. So we have quite a bit of stuff that we'll have for next time, which will be kind of nice. I also kind of cleaned up this a little bit with the mean network, so that way we have, you know, kind of less of a mess. Trying to think here. Hey, there we go. We got quite a bit of Grizium now. Check up on our power real quick. So what's the washroom for? So that's going to be for cleaning up all the ores that I guess would give us some decent... we'll just say it's for ore processing. So it's going to wash up all of the ores that we want specifically washed with distilled water, to give us a bunch of byproducts, so that way we don't have to go mining nearly as much, because the ores that we already have are going to have chances to give us basically bonus dusts and other types of things that are usually a little bit more annoying to get, or just, you know, basically doubles up on production of everything, which is kind of nice. 9 minutes ago. I don't like that. I don't like how it's lost power. Let's shut that off. Don't really need to worry about making more titanium anytime soon. I mean, look at that. We have 240 something more. And eventually, we're going to get some more washrooms. We'll get one, or I think you'd technically call it like a chemical bath then. We'll get one more for sodium persulfate that is used to wash specific ores to give us, you know, I think one of them is tantalum, which is really good for making electronic components. And then we're going to get one that's just for using mercury, which gives us more platinum, more gold, and all that beautiful stuff. What is the main power source for you now? Has it changed? Nope. Still the same as it has been. Still the benzene and everything. Which is also another reason why I want to get distilled water next time. Wood. Yeah, I guess, yeah, technically the base thing is just wood that's turned into nitrobenzene. But actually thinking about it, I think people were saying the chemical plant was better for making nitrobenzene, which might not be a bad option to look into for next time. Because honestly, distilled water should be really easy. Obviously, we have tons of benzene, so we really only need to figure out how to mass produce the nitric acid and the sulfuric acid. But yeah, if we look at this, tier 5, I think we want... Whoa. Knockwood. Oh yeah, we don't have that. HSSS. HSSG. I don't know if we have to have tier 5. But we need quite a bit of the IV machine casings, which is kind of annoying. Tungsten steel pipe casings. So we need quite a bit of tungsten, but we are stockpiling up a bit. So hopefully we should be able to get this pretty soon, and then that's going to save us a lot of trouble on all of this benzene problems. High octane gasoline when? I don't know, actually. Maybe not too far off in the future. Yes, less energy for the amount of fuel. You don't need that. So I could get away with, say, something like tier 4, right? I don't know what the minimum tier is, actually. Nitrobenzene. Oh, okay, this just says... This is what it would take on tier 5, so I'd assume maybe you could do a lower tier and it would still work just a little bit slower. Maybe? I don't know. It's all good, though. I want to say thank you very much for everybody jumping in. We are going to come back very, very shortly, within, say, a matter of 10 minutes or so, probably, just to switch up the stream. We're going to be coming back with Helldivers 2 with the Lost Joker, and that is going to be the last stream for about a week and a half or so until I am, you know, no longer busy with work. So if you wanted to catch that last little bit of Suited Blaze, feel free to jump in there. I could just send the one that worked for me. It was just the titanium and stainless steel. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, if you want to do that. Otherwise, I'll just mess around next time, just seeing what I can make. But I do want to say thank you very much, everybody, for jumping in. Once again, keep an eye out for that next Gregtech New Horizons video coming out later this week. I greatly appreciate it. We'll see you all next time.